Was that last one recording?
Sure was.
Okay, good.
Yeah, which one do you prefer? Oasis or Blur?
Blur.
What?
Oasis, I mean Oasis.
To find 50 better tunes than this, I think you can do it.
Starts with E minor, Chief.
No, it's not. It's in G.
Well, I should know. I wrote it.
What do you want to hear?
Oasis.
The next song is Listen Up. So this is the first of the B-sides that we're covering, and as I've mentioned before, the B-sides are obviously incredibly important to Oasis' outro. Really put effort into making sure the B-sides, especially in the early days, were just as strong songs individually as the ones that would appear on albums and such. Two of, well, maybe up to four of Oasis' best loved songs by the general public are B-sides. Certainly the Master Plan, certainly Half the World Away. You could possibly add Acquiesce, etc. into that, but well, maybe not Acquiesce, but the B-sides were clearly a big issue for Noel and the gang, which is not something I ever really got on board with as a consumer of music at the time. Number one, I didn't actually hear the phrase B-side all that much until you heard something like the Spice Girls releasing a double A-side. You know, I was never really enamored with buying singles. I would listen to Atlantic 252, obviously, but I never really countenanced that you could buy a song and there'd be another song with it. As far as I was concerned, you just heard the song on the radio. If you liked it, you tipped it. Piracy. The song itself, I mean, it starts off with a pretty four to the floor drum beat. Yeah, the narrative just comes from somebody who's just had enough of just the situation he's in, with Liam on the top bunk giving him fucking hell. Would Liam have been in the top bunk, do you reckon? Or would Liam have been in the bottom bunk because he was younger? But see, I don't mind being on my own. It's a nice outro that I have given some of the outros a bit of chip in the previous videos. But even though this one does last quite a long time and it does repeat the same refrain quite a lot, it does seem to work, just given the overall context of the song. Props should go to Noel's guitar solo work, because this is a fucking fantastic solo. It doesn't really get praise for his guitar solos, but solo in Live Forever, solo in this, there's a few others where he doesn't do the whittling, he doesn't do the fucking fretwankery of Million Mile an Hour. He does well chosen melodies, well chosen notes, and he will stretch them across, you know, maybe 16, 32 bars. It's always humble, it's always servicing the overall song, and this one in particular is a very strong solo, melodically especially. The big news, of course, was that Noel went scratching around the same old hole and found an Oasis song, a demo of an Oasis song from 2009, from the 2000s anyway, the first decade of the millennium. It's definitely later era Oasis because it's definitely got that dingly sort of input of Andy Bell, and I don't know if it's from Andy Bell, but I sort of associated that in my head with that era of Oasis. It is a good song. It'll not go in the top 50, number one, because it's a demo, which I did actually exclude, but I don't think it will make as long-term an impact as any of the top 50. I'm sure there was a reason why it never saw the light of day, considering it is actually it does seem to be quite an advanced down the road of the recording process. It appears to be very far down, so the fact that it didn't have any release at all, not even as a B-side or, you know, as a supplementary material, suggests he didn't feel it was all that strong. I mean, I quite like it. I just wouldn't put it in the top 50, is all I'm saying. So what do you think? Get down to the comments below, and don't forget, acting, writing, other stuff, like and subscribe with the bell. A bell will ring. You can check out my acting and my podcasting, Fatherhead podcast, and just a lot of my other stuff. Acting, podcast, other stuff.